All right, boys, this is it. This is where we stop letting our dreams be dreams and we just do it. Hello, everyone. Pallytime here. We are in Diablo 3 today, and we are trying to push for level 70. I am level 69, giggity, with our Witch Doctor on hardcore. This is the highest I've ever been in hardcore, and I wanted to share this moment with you when we finally reached the precipice of the mountain and hit level 70 on hardcore for the first time. That being said, I've been playing through the whole game on hard and it's been going pretty well. I haven't had any complaints. It's been pretty easy, all things considered. So you know what? I decided let's just up the difficulty to master for really no reason at all. Other than the fact that I wanted to go out with a bang or achieve my victory on a difficulty that at least deserved some attention. I just used Spirit Walk to teleport forward there to move a little bit faster. Maybe I should stop doing that as much. The idea of this build, it has not changed much since the last video. The idea of this build is we want to spread our disease and our toxins all over the screen. And when these start to spread, it's going to deal damage to everything, and we're also going to be spawning in these fetish sycophants at the bottom. Or, well, that you could see at the top of the screen, rather. Whenever we hit something with a spell, we have a chance of spawning these guys, so I'm really incentivized to always be casting, always be moving forward, always be doing damage. And it looks like it's going pretty well. I don't have any complaints so far. Master difficulty was pretty intimidating. I jumped from hard. There's a difficulty in the middle there somewhere. I think it's called Expert, and then you get Master. Above Master is Torment 1, which is when you can start to get the new legendary set pieces. The goal for any character when they first finish leveling up is to get to Torment difficulty as soon as possible. Normally that isn't much of a problem, because you just go, well, alright, we'll turn it up. We'll play with some friends, we'll let those friends power level us, we'll let those friends kill things. I don't have any friends that play hardcore. This is me, by myself, on my lonesome, trying to make this happen. We have a great clump here. I'm just going to cast Haunt a few dozen times. As you can see, these munchies, they do a great job of just holding the line. And really, this build would run into a lot of problems if you were playing on softcore. Because if you were to die versus a boss on softcore, all of a sudden, half of our damage output and nearly all of our defensive line, which comes from these little munchies that we summon, they just would not be there. And you would have to take the time to build them back up again from scratch. I believe we did get a power pylon there. Also, I know they're called fetish sycophants, but that's just an awful name. We call them munchies here. That's what we call them. But this is going pretty well. I wasn't too sure how this was going to be, making that adjustment up, but it seems like this is just fine. Okay, this guy's actually taking a lot of hits. I think my pets are spread out right now. So we're not actually dealing a lot of damage to this guy. But I think for some reason pets have higher aggro tables than the people who summon them. So like while I'm in here and we are just summoning in these munchies, I'm pretty sure that the mobs will attack the munchies before they attack me. In most situations. That appears to be the case. So maybe Witch Doctor was a really good choice for my first hardcore. It's starting to look like it is. I mean, this is going pretty well. It's going pretty well. Oh, and it's my favorite map layout. Oh, I love this map. Alright, we're gonna get brave. I've been taking this really slow and steady, but fuck that. I'm motherfucking Pallytime. I get brave, that's what I do. We're gonna let our pets do all of our pet things, but I'm not gonna wait on them to kill stuff. I'm gonna spread the disease. I'm going to spread the pox, and then I'm going to keep moving. Because that's how I've leveled up through this entire game, and just because the difficulty has been increased doesn't mean that I have to bend to the difficulty's will. I'm pretty sure everything's just kind of following me and is going to die eventually. Once I get one more passive slot, I am going to make it so my damage over time effects just pretty much last forever, which will encourage me to do this kind of thing more. The reason I'm healing so much is because Haunt is able to heal me every time it ticks. So, as we're going through here, this red thing I keep spamming everywhere, that is Haunt attaching to targets and subsequently healing me. It looks like we didn't actually kill the blue pack. That's unfortunate. So maybe I'm not able to run around and do whatever I please. Hi. Hello. I mean, the density in this place is usually like phenomenally good, but I've been walking around for like 20 seconds at a time without finding any mobs, without finding really anything to kill. And that is when this, you know, whole strategy kind of falls off a little bit. If I don't actually have things to cast spells on, these munchies only last so long, and they will fall off. So if I'm out of combat for too long, all of a sudden, all of my damage, or a significant portion of my damage, and a significant portion of my survivability just kind of falls off. Which is a little bit of a problem. But as you can see, this area looks a little bit better. We won't have too much of an issue here. Look at me, I'm so brave. Look, just look at it. Appreciate me before I die and lose this character. Alright, we got a blue pack. I'm gonna drop the totem. I'm gonna let it buff me. We have this, right? I'm standing in lightning and shit, but yeah, we're good, man. We're good. We're gonna be just fine. We're gonna hit level 70 on a hardcore character. For those of you wondering, the highest I've ever gotten before is like 30 something. I think 35 was the highest I've ever gotten on a hardcore character. This was back before Reaper of Souls, though. I was in Act 2, taking it real slow. But it looks like we're gonna make it, boys. Looks like today's the day that we don't let our dreams be dreams. I think we're gonna level before the boss spawns. Actually, it's gonna be really close. This is a normal rift, though, so obviously all these things will still be attacking us. It's not like a greater rift. And there we go, level 70! Let me back up, let me back up, let me back up. I need to get out of combat. That's a bit of a problem, since everything wants to keep me in combat. I just want to apply my new passive, that's all. Can I do that, please? Please? Dude, everything is still here. Okay, let's just kill the boss. That's fine. We'll just throw back our piranhas back there somewhere. Just spread the pox, spread the plague, spread the haunt. And then just watch it all fall apart. Watch it all die. This build so far is very warlocky. It feels incredibly warlocky. Which I don't mind, actually. It's kind of cool. Well, the munchies are holding the line really well. I'm standing in fire. I guess we're going up against one of the bird dragon things. He actually could do a substantial amount of damage to me if we let him. So we're just going to keep spreading the haunt. We're going to make sure everything in there is healing me. And there we go. Paragon level 1. First Paragon ever on hardcore. Feels good, bro. It feels good. Alright. So we did not get a greater Rift Keystone. We probably didn't get any upgrades. I mean, I'll glance at them really quick. I have a tradition. I don't know if it actually helps out with anything, but I have a tradition of whenever I spend my blood shards, I go to the highest difficulty I can go to make that happen. So I've been hoarding blood shards for a while. We have just under 500. We have 498, I believe it said. I'm gonna dip out. I'm gonna put my game on the highest torment I can, which I guess is torment 10 now. And not gonna kill anything, obviously, because I would die immediately after leaving the town. We're just gonna stay in town. We're gonna go to the blood shard vendor, and we're gonna see what we can get to help us out. Now, the real question is, do I roll one of each item, hoping to get better upgrades across the board, or do I go all in for a weapon? I'm gonna go all in for a weapon. What do we get? We got a Zweihander. No, the Faithful Memory. I don't know what that does, but it's better than what I have now, so we're gonna equip it. And we have very few blood shards remaining. That was all we could get. That was all we could get. So how'd this roll? Well, that's not bad. We could re-roll a socket onto that, and we could use that for a little while now. No idea what I'm going for as far as build or armor sets or anything, guys. We're gonna figure it out as I go. I decided, you know, since we're going in hardcore, I'm gonna not look up anything. I don't know anything about what witch doctors are up to these days, other than that the new hotness this season was the thing where you could turn yourself into a chicken. I mean, I know about that. Obviously, everybody knows about that. Maybe Vitality would be better to get on this. I mean, I know the socket is going to help out a ton with our damage output, but there we go. And is my critical hit chance even high enough to warrant a green gem in this? It is. Okay. All right. All right. We've done it. We've done it. The real game can now begin. I'm gonna try to get a Greater Rift Keystone, and once I do, we'll jump into that and see how it goes. But I'm gonna be very timid. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna make sure I don't get in over my head, because the thought of losing this character already is something that I don't want to come to terms with. Oh, I never equipped my passive. We need to do that before we get started in this. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That was almost really bad. That was almost really bad. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Oh, I can't believe I did that. That was on Torment 10. No, 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 no.